Welcome, friends. You found the Factor 8 sales shot. We do these every month, and I'm so happy you're joining me for this one, talking about account management, how to grow revenue from existing accounts. We often talk to BDRs, AEs, managers, not as often to account managers. So I hope this is wonderfully helpful. I want to start by introducing myself. I'm Lauren Bailey. My friends call me LB. I'm the founder of Factor 8 and the author of our curriculum. And I'm going to also thank Unifor for sponsoring this shot. I'm having a blast using this. Unifor has a tool called Q for sales, and real time on video meetings, it lets you know who's engaged and who's tuned out. So right now, over there, Adam, you pay attention. Just kidding. I'm not using it right now. It's for meetings, not webinars, but it's really fun. Cool. All right. So I want to talk to you about the fact that account management is at really the top of the sales rep growth or career ladder for a reason. And the reason is that it's freaking hard. I know I'm preaching to the choir, right? But most of us have an account book that numbers in the hundreds. We've got customer satisfaction goals and revenue goals. We've got growth goals and literally thousands of relationships to track. I'd like you to right now for me chat in how many accounts in your book or your territory. Tell me what it's called. So it'd be like book /200, territory /1000. Let's see how many y'all are managing. Colleen, you're the smartest one here. Here we go. Oh, you call it a TAM. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, 97. Book 65. You call it the whole company. I'm loving you. 120, a territory, and 60. Typically, our lower numbers mean you have higher enterprise level accounts. I've worked with clients where that number is 800. Oh, there you go, Colleen, 1200. Maybe you should drink. I'm just teasing. I know that's not a joke. Look at that, 1200. A lot, says Tori. I'm not sure how many. In my experience working with account managers over the last 20 years, the really hardest part is growing that targeted revenue, right? Sometimes that target is a growth number or a profit number or a certain category or a certain SKU or online or a service line, right? So it's like serve, place orders, renew, grow, and by the way, change. And most of us never get to the bottom of our books more than once a year, right? And I got to tell you, it's hard to bring up growth to people you've been having a relationship with, serving for years, right? We're going to solve all of that today. So thank you again to Unifor for sponsoring this. Let me share with you, if this is new, we do these shots every month, and here are the next three. Unifor is also sponsoring the next one on how to build authentic rapport fast. There's a lot of connections and networking happening, but not a lot of authentic connections happening. So we're going to teach you how to stand out from the competition there. It's a really cool class. We're going to do our first session on AI. So this is one to send to your enablement leaders and your VPs. Again, 30 minutes, tip rich, and you're going to get some really good advice on how to use it, not just from me on a leadership and sales training perspective, but we're bringing in experts from Crayon who are going to talk about the IT sides of that. We're all dabbling with it. Let's do it the right way. And then in December, we're going to talk about how to overcome brush offs, because we all have some pipeline to fill, even account managers, especially if they're brand new people that are assigned to your book. And not everybody wants to take your phone call. So we'll talk about how to get over that. They're always free. You can go right now and register for the next three and send to a friend. Factor8.com/shots. All right, we're going to start with a little pop quiz. Sales shot number one. You can take it. We're talking about top sales versus top growth. True or false? I should focus on my top customers for fast account revenue. I'm behind. I got a number to hit. I need it fast. It's almost end of month. Do I call my top customers? Don't be afraid to vote. You know, there's just hundreds of people that'll see your answers and laugh at you. It's all right. You can do this. Type it in, true or false. True, says Jennifer. False, says Yvonne. Oh, I'm about 50-50 down here. I do usually try to trick y'all, but On this one, I'm going true. Okay. Your top customers, they've got orders for you, right? And growing new revenue isn't necessarily a fast thing. So fast is the key word there. Let's try it again on the bottom. I should focus on my top customers again for my highest growth opportunities. So not fast revenue, but growth. True or false, starting now. Jennifer, I think you were a true because you voted first last time. And, well, we've got more falses than trues. Chris can't be bothered to type the whole world. I'm feeling you, sister. Dan comes in at true. Tori comes in at true. And the answer on this one, false. Here's the truth of the matter. Most of us have, in fact, tell you, most of us spend most of our time talking to our top customers. Okay. We're going to talk about the 80-20 rule here in a second. In fact, let's go and I'll answer the question here on this slide. 80% of your revenue is coming from the top 20% of your accounts-ish. Okay. Those are your top customers. But the truth is you probably have most of their revenue already. So the growth in your book is going to come from the bottom. Okay. So that means if you've got 100 accounts, most of your revenue, 80% of it's coming from those top 20. Then a few times a month, somebody from the bottom comes with a surprise order, right? This is why we love big books. I love big books and I cannot lie. But those bottom people will surprise. Yeah, no, this is awful. But you get it, right? Most of the orders are coming from that top 20%, which means there's gold in your bottom 80%. Now, the other part of this is that 80% of your time is spent with those top customers as well. Okay. These folks max us out. I mean, is anybody here sitting on hours a day after you're done serving these people, getting their orders, fixing their orders, checking on what's happening with their business? 80% of our time is getting us 80% of our revenue, but only from 20% of our customers. So when I tell you that your growth is hiding from you, it shouldn't be a big surprise. Share of wallet and that bottom 80% is where we need to focus as account managers if we're targeted on growth. Now, if your job is to keep consistent revenue and to keep selling the same things, you're gold, baby. You can tune out right now. Go get a snack. But if you've got these growth goals, you got to find new revenue. We got to look at that bottom 80% and we got to look at share of wallet. Now, this class is going to focus on share of wallet. That bottom 80%, that starts with a class we call qualify and categorize. And it's a fast way to go in and find potential in the bottom of your books without having to get a hold of the decision makers. Because I get it, that ain't easy. Okay. It's a fantastic class, and I'm going to offer it in a 6-pack at the end of this. It's absolutely a fast path to revenue and a game changer for account managers. I'll show you some of the results. Okay. You can find it now at thesalesbar.com if that's the place you want to go and you need to tune out on wallet share. Okay. But most of us, although we think we have it, those top 20% of our customers, we may not have all of their wallet share. So let's test this. You're going to type in 2 numbers. My top customers, right? That top 20% that's giving you 80% of the revenue. What percent of their wallet share do you think they have? And what percent sure are you? So I'm going to define share of wallet really quick. Okay. Your share of wallet is their total possible spend with you. Doesn't mean their total budget, and it doesn't mean what they're spending just with you. Okay. So if you sell toilet paper, your share of wallet is how much money they're spending on all butt related products. That was a horrible example, wasn't it? But you're getting me, right? It's not what they spend on software if you sell toilet paper. Okay. I sell training, but you know what? The share of wallet is really the spend per employee, which means that wallet share might also be what they're spending on tools, not just on training. Okay. So type in the number for me. What is your guess? What percent of your best customers' wallet share do you have? 100% is your cockiest answer on both answers. Lindsay says 65. Yvonne, you're 90% sure you only have 15%. So you found your growth area, haven't you? Thank you for that. Colleen's 55. Dan is 60% sure he only has 5% of their wallet share. 50-50. Pretty safe answer, Julie. I'm feeling you there. You know what? I'm proud of you guys. Jennifer feels like she's pretty sure she's maxing it out and darn close. Okay. If you're wondering, you're not sure that you want to vote, I'm going to give you some reasons you may not have their wallet share. Okay. If you see one that you think, oh, that could apply to me, give me some exclamation points or a frowny face or some sort of something in the chat that says, yep, that could be me. We're going to move fast. Get ready. Here we go. Why don't you have all of your customers' wallet share? Boom. I didn't even know your firm did that. Some of you with me right now are Factor 8 customers, and you use us for AE training. Did you know we have account manager training? Did you know that we have BDR training? Did you know that we have manager training? Did you know that I do SKOs? Bet not, right? So just because we think about our product all day does not mean our customers do. Chris, thank you for your vulnerability there. You're like, oh, there it is. I didn't know. How about this one? Oh, well, yeah, we've had a relationship with this other company for quite some time. Somebody before me set that up. I love you. It's not me, but it could be somebody else. A range of options. Boom, you got it. As a rule, they may spread between 3 vendors. Anybody heard this one before? Yep, here we go. We're getting them. Yeah, I buy from you all the time, but I'm checking prices every single time. I'm only buying from you when you're the lowest price. I know, Yvonne, that one kind of pisses me off too. You too, Lindsay. I have a long-term relationship with another vendor. Anyone heard that one? Exactly. Just give me a chance. Everybody here loves you, but we're not actually sure how we could use you. I heard that one this year. And you know what? It really pissed me off. And not because I was mad at them, because I was mad at me. I don't spend enough time actually selling what I do, right? I'm just out there helping people. Oh, thank you. I would love all of your free stuff, Lauren. And now I'm going to go buy my training from John Barrows. Killing me. All right. How about this one? You don't sell our preferred brand. So I would love to buy all the toilet paper from you, but we only stock Charmin. I got to get off toilet paper. There's also ways that our clients save. Okay, smart purchases sock things away. And I've literally heard every single one of these. So unless you're talking and really digging into budget, you probably don't have 100% of their wallet share. And you won't know for sure until you ask. Now, how the hell do we do that? Awkward alert, right? You know you want to know, but you've been working with these people for 5-10 years. You've got to maintain the relationship. You want to respect their role, and you don't want to come off like a salesy, greedy jerk. Plus, how about this one? They're always in a hurry. You're always in a hurry. At what point do we bring this up? Like, I've been invited to top customers' birthday parties. Now it seems a little weird to be like, by the way, pardon me, could you, like, could I get another 6 of these by tomorrow? Yeah. You don't order these from anybody else, right? Awkward. Hey, that last shipment came in late, Tori. Oh, shoot, let me check that for you. Also, do any of your other vendors come in late? I mean, do you have any other vendors besides me? It's weird, right? Get it. Sometimes this can be the hardest part. So one of the things I'm going to introduce to you here today, and I want you to go take the training so you can build your own, is the perfect ask sandwich. You got to take your shot. These are the components: an introduction, why it's important to you, your specific ask, why it's valuable to them, and then you soften it up with that bottom slice of bread there. Some humor, some vulnerability, maybe it's a tension diffuser. Okay, I'm going to give you an example on the next slide. Don't try to memorize it, because in the class, we're going to walk you through how to build your own. Might sound something like this. Hey, you know, I realize we've been working together forever, but do you mind if we spend 10 minutes just talking business? I realize I know more about your family than your company. And if I don't know enough about your daily operations and your goals, I can't make the best recommendations. Doing right by you is really important to me. Can we take a few minutes right now? Is tomorrow better? It'll be painless, I promise. Okay? You're asking to talk business. You're showing value. You're showing some vulnerability. Make sense? It's all about the ask. When I work hands-on with clients, not just in online like this, we all craft our ask. We try it out on each other, right? Then we go hit the phones. Folks, it is a 99% yes. People want to talk business with you, even if it's just a personal relationship. The key then is not going straight to, oh, that's great. Thank you. Tori, listen, I need to make more money. So we start with strategic questions, and then we get into specific questions about the different ways we can grow. And that's where we're going to go next, folks. What are the different ways that are available to you to grow your wallet share? We found 8. Your job is to find your top up to 3. At the end, I'm going to ask you to chat it in. So if you think this might be available to you, even if you're not sure, I want you to write it down, and then we'll see if you can create a top 3 at the end. Okay? 8 ways to grow your wallet share with your existing accounts. Number 1, this is the easiest, more of the same. If you're in a customer success role, this is where you get your bread and butter, right? They bought 15 licenses. Now they have 30 employees. They need more, please, right? You don't know if you don't ask. Even in times of economic downturn, even if you can't refund them the licenses, asking about this then leads to asking about growth. It leads to asking about other departments. Okay, you'll see some more of those in just a moment. Number 2, I call it a new SKU. Okay, this is because we've worked with manufacturers who literally have 1 million SKUs. It's that number that you put on a product if you're selling a product instead of a service. But it basically means if they buy 10 cleaning products from you, but you sell 100. This was like me saying, I sell AE training, but I also sell BDR training. Okay, more types of these products. Make sense? All right. Just remember, just because we know everything we sell and we spend all day thinking about it, if we're not bringing it up, they don't know. Cross-sell, that's exactly right, Nicole. Number 3 is a new category, right? They may buy 2 of your accounting services, but none of your financial services and none of your legal services. Can I get an emoji if you guys have goals based on this? Most account managers, most companies have an account manager role because you have a wider breadth of SKUs. And your job is to cross-sell into all of these different categories. So Yvonne has this goal. Anybody else have a goal? Right? Maybe they buy software, your job is to sell the service. Maybe they buy software, your job is to sell the training. Maybe you're selling the consulting and now you need to sell the coaching that goes with it. I love it. Lindsay, you're as good at emojis as I am. I literally don't know how to do emojis in Zoom. Jen, you're celebrating that. I love it. Nice one. Good emojis. Those are cool. And upside down. I don't know how to do this. My kids would tell me that each of those have a meaning, and they don't let me send emojis anymore because I'm too embarrassing. We're at that age. All right. Number 4 way we can grow, a new buyer. Okay. We have a lot of clients in pharmacy and medical because they're new to digital sales, right? They talk to one doctor who recommends their products, but guess what? The office has 12. Okay. More people at that location. Your contract might handle buying for these 3 floors, but another colleague handles another 3 floors. We've got to ask about other people who buy these things. It could be decentralized buying and everybody takes care of their own. Your one contact just turned into 100. Number 5 way to grow your account revenue is a brand new department. So if you're talking to facilities, I'm so stuck on toilet paper, and they buy the paper goods, right? Maybe somebody in janitation is buying the toilet paper. One person owns the break room, somebody else owns the bathroom, somebody else owns the copy room, somebody else owns the executive floor. You don't know until you ask. Other departments can buy your goods as well. We're almost there. Number 6, a new market. They may have different markets. Okay. You may serve their SMB division, but there's a commercial division. There's a mid-market division. There's an enterprise division. You may serve the toy department and not the electronic department. Okay. There's new go-to-market strategies, whole different divisions, different than just a different department. It's almost a different company. I love this one. I've got a killer class on how to ask for referrals in a way that makes them actually close and create a raving fan. They didn't know you were trying to grow your business. Now listen, to you and me, that's a great big fat duh. That's my entire job. But again, they're thinking about their job, man. They could love you, but they're not going to refer you unless you ask them to. Maybe their neighbor buys what you sell. Maybe they're in a networking group with 200 other people who buy what you sell. You won't know until you ask. And number 8, another location. They could have a sister location in Toledo. Somebody else who does it in Toronto. I can't think of another T city. Quick, T city. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Temecula, Trenton. Oh, good. Topeka. Oh, good work, folks. Good work. All right. Sales shot number 7. As you bring it up, the next thing we do, like I told you, is we start with strategic questions. Okay. We can't say, I want to learn about your business and then say, do you have other buyers in your department? Totally selfish. Our job is to add value. Okay. Forrester says 76% of executives feel like sellers do not add enough value. This is your shot. So in our class, we're going to walk you through tons of strategic questions you can steal to bring up this conversation. We're even going to actually show you some scenarios where we ask these 2 strategic questions and then say, ooh, what's the opportunity that could be under this? Okay. Don't worry. We will walk you through it. You'll come out with questions that you can steal. You'll figure out how to get that done. But it starts with that. You bring it up, strategic questions. Then we form our questions about the areas where we can grow. So go ahead and chat it in for me right now. What are the 3 areas where you feel like you could grow your wallet share with top accounts? Jody, I always remember your name, right? Everybody does. Jody Foster. New market, other products, new referral. Good. New locations. Boom. You've got a top 4. Anybody else? While you guys type that in, I'm going to come and show you what we've built for you. Here we go. More of the same. New products, new markets, referrals, other products, new buyers. Hi, Jen. All right. What have you got? Dan, more of the same. New market, new category, seasonal offerings, referrals. Okay. I love it. You guys are finding some. Good. Here's what we've built for you to walk you through how to do it. You guys know I'm a trainer by trade. So though I love doing SKOs and speeches and webinars, hey, if you're in Nashville, come see me at Ambition's Peak Summit next week. I don't know if you've heard of that or not. DM me if you want to have more information, but I'm doing their keynote there, and it's a really, really great, cool conference for salespeople and sales leaders. All right. Anyway, here we go. We've built a package for you in the sales bar. Okay. It has these 6 classes in here. You can get a standalone class for this, what we just talked about today, for under $80. You can get all 6 of them for under $400, folks. This is really easy. Own Your Sales Day is how you carve out time to go have these conversations. Your role as a consultative seller is going to help you phrase things with a customer value in mind instead of coming off salesy. Call Goals is one of the very first classes I built, and it's how to go step by step from I sell them one thing to I have 100% of all wallet and non-preferred vendor in all locations. Business Acumen is going to give you some confidence to talk about different roles and how purchasing works if you're not familiar with that, if you're relatively new. Qualify and Categorize is the class that we talked about before, where you're going to zoom through your entire TAM and find out where the growth is without even talking to a decision maker. Woo, by the end of that, you've got your A target accounts, your B target accounts, right? Your top accounts, not your top focus for growth. You will have a strategy to go out and bust. I'm going to wait till you show you some of these results. And of course, this class, growing account revenue. So what I want to do with you all is actually share with you what this looks like if I can find my share screen. There we go. We're going to stop the share and I'm going to start a new one so that you can see what this looks like and go out and find it with me. So if you go to thesalesbar.com, that's where I am now, and it's going to show you your available programs. A single shot, you know we had to do bar puns. This is where you can find any one of our 30 different classes. What I just showed you was a 6-pack. I've got 12 packs. These come with certifications. And of course, if you've got a team of 20, 30 people, we'll bring in our trainer to help. Okay. This is what we're talking about right now, the 6-pack. Expand your customer base. So if you click into 6-pack, here are the classes that we just talked about. It's under $400. Did you know that most of you have a training budget assigned to you? They just don't tell you about it. And by the way, you lose it at the end of the year. It's worth an ask if you want to go get some results and grow the revenue before the end of the year. This is a peek inside the sales bar, okay? This is an online training that's going to walk you through step by step. All of the classes are loaded in here. It's a ton of fun. There's a lot going on in here, and I'm going to show you a little sample. Here's a piece of our business acumen. The reason I'm showing you this sample is that I'm a bit on my high horse in that I don't believe videos train. I think you got to have interaction, right? In this one, you're literally selecting what the different roles are for people. You're also going to come away with cheat sheets and reminders. And I love this. Check it out. This is an actual live call that you're going to find, okay? We redact the calls and then point out the skills being used so that you can see it in practice. The last thing I'll show you is that each one has activities that go with it too. So this is from the Call Goes class in the 6-pack, right? We're going to give you the tips and reminders. Then we're going to give you an example of how you're going to build out your strategic plan of attack and then room for you to write your own. And here's the growing account revenue class we just talked about. Here's that sandwich. This is where we go through a lot of different samples and examples of the ask so that you guys get comfortable building your own. Cool? All right, so let's finish this up. I just want to show you a couple really exciting results that we've had from the growing account revenue class. Oh, here are some more examples. By the way, cheat sheets, call scoring guides, everything you need to really nail this skill. Okay, I promise you, by taking this, you're going to uncover some incredible pipeline. If you would also like another offer for you to try Q, email me. I'm going to get you 6 months for free, okay, because they're our partner. It's really fun. You can see live if they're engaged. All right, I have to share this with you, a bit of a humble brag. Look at some of these results that we're getting from our account manager class. We're talking about not in a year, I'm talking about 3 months, 6 months, $500,000 in pipeline. Look at the growth that we're seeing there. Isn't that awesome? I mean, 67% account, 90% ramp time improvement, 30% in quota attainment. This is, I mean, $500,000 in pipeline. The 200K we did in pipeline, we did during class by asking these questions. So I don't often share with you how happy our folks are working with us. And I wanted to this time in the hopes that you'll go ask for that training budget and come take this class. Let's grow the account revenue together. I hope you got great ideas from today, but now it's time to go practice them and really learn how to apply them. All right. Also, if your company is buying you LinkedIn Learning or some other kind of e-learning portal, go ask them to switch it to the sales bar. There's literally over 4,000 inside sales tips and tricks in there. It's like Google for digital sellers. All right, here we go. Here's what we're doing next month. Okay. Authentic and quick rapport building, overcoming the brush off. These are November and December's classes. What some folks are starting to do, and I love, is going out and taking the class ahead of time. So then when they come into this webinar, they're ready with more questions. They're ready to apply. They take it next level. And I think that's an awesome best practice, and I welcome you to do that. If you need help, if you need suggestions, contact me. This is our phone number. This is my email address. Please go and connect with us on LinkedIn. Thank you again to Unifor for sponsoring this. And please go take this class, master these skills, get your questions ready, and let's go create brand new pipeline from our top accounts. I'd be so excited to hear your results and your success stories. I want to see you guys get this class, and I'll hear about it next time. Thank you so much. Stay here if you've got questions.